From our studios, somewhere downtown, welcome to Majesty Sussex Report. Palace Unfiltered.
Well, welcome and hello everyone. Welcome to this new Majesty Sussex Report series, Palace Unfiltered, the only place where we say the quiet parts very much so out loud. I'm your host, Antonio, and I am not doing this alone. I am in very good company. The very diplomatic Geoffrey Holland in London, UK, and the brilliant and beautiful Emily Watson in New York, USA. So let's dive right into it. First, I want to say happy belated birthday to Prince Louis. Prince Louis celebrated his birthday last week. And of course, the customary portrait and pictures being taken and all of that. But I was kind of surprised to find out that Catherine did not take the pictures. I mean, she is the photographer of the family, right? Did I miss something here? Jeff, what's going on?
They still have a little PTSD from the horrible Photoshop Gate incident. They don't want people to be reminded about it. Of course, it was textbook how Willie washed his hands faster than Pontius Pilate. It really shows how much he loves his wife and how close they are, and he was by her bedside night and day. He wouldn't even get them to AI him seating next to her on the bench. Give me a break.
Well, Jeff, I think that was very diplomatic, the way you asked that. Now, with that said, don't hold your breath on any diplomatic position being offered to you anytime soon, okay? Tell me, what do you think this is all about? I mean, for a while there, every photo that was taken, everything that was published, it was, oh, she took it. And now what? For her son's birthday, no more pictures?
Antonio, come on. They would like everyone to forget Photogate ever happened. The kid looked happy doing his birthday video. I think Becky from that other show said, now that he's all grown, he gets the professional treatment. And the streets are talking. The question that is being asked is, was she even around for the kid's birthday? Just saying, questions are being asked.
My goodness, you folks are getting shady and nasty very quickly. Well, I am here for all of it. But here is something that has been baffling me. So I really hope the two of you will help explain this. So Jason Knopf, right, was, I don't know, was topping or something, like he's now the top person of the Earthshot thing. And according to that other show, the Sussexes are going to be so mad over this, and Harry is going to be whatever, and William is doing this to spite Harry. I Help me understand this, because I don't think that the Sussexes have time to even care about any of this, right? I mean, Harry and Meghan were in New York, and they were busy doing some really incredible work, meeting with parents who have lost children to online bullying. So I don't understand why they even are trying to make this a thing, because Harry can care two eggplants. You know what I mean? They can play with their eggplants all they want. Harry doesn't care. Jeff, what's going on?
Antonio, did you just say, we were getting shady and nasty, and you start talking about eggplant play? And yes, because obviously while comforting grieving families and bringing attention to a very important issue, Harry and Meghan must be plotting LinkedIn sabotage. It's laughable. The Sussexes aren't playing these petty games. That's William's territory. He can continue to play hide and seek or moving chairs with Jason. Harry wishes them the best. I'll give you a little extra. One of my sources very close to the situation sent this video. Look.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Jeff, listen, Jeff, I am not, I can't tell a joke at all. So eggplants are no eggplants. They're just eggplants, That's all I'm saying. And you're trying to tell me, or your source is saying that they're already at the Brokeback Mountain stage, sort of, I can't quit you. You the folks don't want to know what's going through my head. Oh, yeah. There's a song in my head. Young man. Da 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 na na na. I say young man. I don't know. I'm just saying, allegedly. The song is in my head, allegedly. Okay. M, please save me. Save me, M. Now, when this whole conversation was happening, Becky, okay, Becky with the hair or whatever. So Becky, at the same time, made a comment. I mean, Becky's not helping the situation, right? So Becky said that Jason Knopf and Willie know each other intimately. She said, there's been, she goes, of course, he did the interview in Australia, but he didn't really, he wouldn't have to ask William, because you see, they know each other intimately. They can read each other's minds. Allegedly. I don't know. Allegedly. Okay? Please give me your take on this, please. And save me.
Well, I am hearing the same things that Jeff so cleverly related. Let's just say, the familiarity is well known behind the scenes. But the real issue is the lack of transparency and the mutual back scratching. Jason knows how to play with Willie very well, allegedly.
Oh, baby Jesus. Oh, I said to save me. Between the two of you, are we going to get a second episode of this show? Because we might just be canceled, okay? These innuendos have... Stop it. Right now, both of you. No more innuendos. Oh my gosh, she knows how to play with... Oh my god. Emma. Bad girl. Okay, let me just move along. So they are getting, on that other show, a little bit, I don't even know whether to call it petty or obnoxious or what exactly to call it, right? So they decided to mock Meghan's dry flower sprinkles. Ricardo said, he said something like, it's it's a lazy way to do things, a lazy way to enhance anything, that it wouldn't be his preferred way. And what did he say next? Something about an omelet, that if you wanted to have an omelet made properly, why don't you just make it um properly the first time and cook an awesome omelet, that then you don't need to put sprinkled flowers on it. I was like, are you for real? So Jeff, I mean, you used to be friends with Ricardo before, right? I think that's the rumor. That's the rumor. Okay, don't come for me. So just what's your take?
You know what, Antonio? I am never, ever taking you to the pub the next time you're in London. I was never friends with that person. Now, yes, because dried flowers are now a national emergency of bad taste. I was out with a friend from Taiwan for lunch and we had noodles, and for some reason Ricardo popped in my mind. Not sure why. Wet noodles and Ricardo. Look, I worry that the level of English comprehension and ability to understand simple concepts is going over their heads. Simple concepts like enhancing an experience or living the fabulous soft life. Their heads explode. But the most delicious thing, sister from another mother said, Meghan declaring her happiness, was, you don't see the royal family making such declarations. Ricardo, my love, the royal family cannot make such declaration because they don't know what it means. The envy in his voice, boy, Go hurry and write another bullying allegation. Maybe this time get a name and on the record.
Geoffrey Holland. You can't say things like sister from another mother or, you know, sweetie darling or honey bunch or whatever. And you can't you can't say things like that and then expect me not to say you folks were friends. I mean, come on. Gosh. This time around, Emily, I'm not even going to ask you to save me, okay? No need to save me at all. And, the whole mocking of Meghan saying that she's in, she's never been more happier than now. And the three of them bursting out in laughter, in mockery. I, when I watched it, I just thought, now that's the definition of three very unhappy people. That's the definition of three people that do not have any bit of joy in their life. And they likely will never have it. Give me your take.
It's pathetic, honestly. A Black woman says she's found joy, and they treat it like an insult. It reveals more about their own bitterness than it ever does about Meghan. It's so pathetic. And the other one, Becky, turning green of envy. She was like, Meghan said it's all about elevating our lives and bring joy into our lives, sprinkling them on scrambled eggs to a parfait. I would be lucky if I get my family out the door with some cereal. Well, Becky, let me say this. If it were Meghan, you would have said something like this. You lack the basic skills of proper time management. I frankly don't know what kind of partner and mother would not wake up and prepare an elevated, beautifully curated breakfast for their family. It really goes to that narcissistic quality we keep hearing about. It's a shame that a royal correspondent that is so connected to the whales and bestie with the concubine, sorry, the consort, lacks such basic skills. Did I nail it?
Anybody? No? Dust. It's actually very low, in fact. So you can have as much dust as you like. Okay.
I'm starting to get this feeling that this might just be our first and last and last show ever. Okay. Having said that, I did hear that DUS is like the best weight loss program. I mean, Vicky Poller, she endorses it. You don't know who Vicky Poller is? Um, Jeff, you do know who Vicky Poller is, right? What? Okay. Jeff knows who Vicky Poller is. Just look up Little Britain, okay? Look up Little Britain, and you'll get it. But I mean, I tried that diet for like a day, and I'll tell you, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I love food too much, and everything with dust, like it just tastes like dust. Like, yeah, I just couldn't. I mean, to some people who have bland food, it probably tastes like their food, but I couldn't. Now, before I get into trouble, here is something else that that other show was talking about. So they said, right? Get this, ready? They said that the Sussexes were had too much security while in New York, and that they were just exaggerating. Like, who do they think they are? They're nothing. I don't remember who said, like, even Beyonce doesn't have that much security. And Mr. Paul McCartney rides the tube, and nothing happens to him. Um, that that Megan should take the bus. Oh, these people are suffering because there's like a black biracial woman. Like, uh, I don't know. I don't know. I think, listen, they are. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not. Look, Em, I'm gonna stick with you. What's what is this all about, Em?
Do I really need to answer that? It's the usual gaslighting. Paul McCartney isn't getting death threats from the far right and mentally disturbed people that believe every crap they say. Let's not pretend the risks are the same. Harry and Meghan need security because of the hatred these same media figures help fuel.
Typical. They twist every appearance into mockery. Meanwhile, they conveniently forget that Meghan was invited by Time because of her actual work, not because she married Prince Harry. And as for the security, the Sussexes have real, documented threats against them. They don't need permission from Ricardo to stay alive. I love how they act like this is not a known fact. And after that attempt in NYC, the Sussexes are not playing.
Jeffrey, you're jumping the queue. You're jumping the queue. You're supposed to wait until I ask you a question. Oi. Now, well, where am I? Am I in the question I'm supposed to? Oh, M. One of the things that that other show was saying is that it was ironic that Times invited Meghan and Harry tagged along. He looks like a sorry little puppy, or like he's just there to like hold her bag or something, some kind of reference to that sort, right? That that it must sting Harry to have to like walk behind Megan or some crap like that. The sort of things that insecure men would actually say, and women that don't have uh okay, I'm not gonna say it, but give me your take.
Harry is secure enough to celebrate his wife. They're a partnership, not competitors. You know what makes me laugh? Is that these poor excuses for manhood are trying to tell Prince Harry about how to be a man. Are you joking with me? Is this like the most absurd thing you've ever seen or heard? Honestly, these royal reporter man babies that wouldn't know how to be a man are trying to tell Prince Harry how to be a man. The Apache helicopter pilot, the war veteran. They're trying to tell. Please don't make me pull a few of my extensions out. The other thing, too, is that these royal reporters, they like to have royal women. Dumb, stupid, and silent. Because they don't know how to handle a real woman. One that has an opinion, has a voice, and has been emancipated. They are triggered by Meghan's happiness. It says everything about them, not about Harry and Meghan.
Oh, right then, Emily. Why don't you tell us how you really feel? Thank you for that. But Jeff, I'm coming to you. I this is frustrating, to be quite honest. They can invent anything out of their rear end. They can pull anything out of the air and just say Queen Elizabeth or something like. Well, no, not something. That's what they usually do. The Queen, right? It's so transparently pathetic, to be quite honest. So they've dragged up some story about Meghan supposedly allegedly berating a gardener at Frogmore, and the Queen had to correct Meghan. Can you actually, I mean, all honesty, can you actually see something like that happening? It is so barbarically, disgustingly stupid.
Ah yes, another thrilling episode of A Friend said. There's never any evidence. Just gossip dressed up as journalism. And notice, when William was caught shouting at staff, it was his under pressure. Let's talk about them on their third or fourth vacation of the year on taxpayer money. Let's talk about William being described as a lazy layabouts. The late Queen was known for saying, they were not pulling their weight, and of enjoying a privileged lifestyle while not fulfilling their royal obligations. Kate Middleton and Prince William rank far down the list of active royals. Seems we can truly say that weighty Katie is now lazy Katie. And this is not me saying this. This is Becky and Ricardo's friends saying this. Working royals, my ass. You want to see real working royals? Give Montezito a call. William and Kate have over 60 staff working for them and they barely do once a month any royal duties. I can't believe we pay for this. Oh, and what kind of nonsense about William being key to the talks in Rome between Orange Man and Zelensky? People didn't even notice him. He was seated in row 3 or 4. No one cares, William. Stop trying to pretend you are something you will never be.
I am telling you, the two of you today, the two of you are on fire. On fire. No. I'm serious. You're like literally on fire. But don't worry. We can do magic here, okay? Look, in all honesty, you folks today have just been literally on fire. But I wanted to wrap this up by asking you, I'm sure both of you saw the Jamie Kern Lima podcast with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, on it, and I wanted to get your feedback, your opinion, your thoughts on it. Let's start with you, Emily.
I thought Meghan, doing Jamie Kern Lima's podcast, was one of the most beautiful and powerful things. Reclaiming her everything. No press handlers, no performance, just her heart, her story, and her strength. It reminded everyone who she really is beyond the noise. Authentic, vulnerable, and still standing in her light. When Meghan talked about emailing her children every night, I actually teared up. It's those little unseen acts of love that define a life. Not the headlines, not the criticism. It's real. And honestly, that's where her legacy already lives.
Well, quite frankly, it was refreshing. No PR spin. She doesn't need a palace-approved script. Just Meghan, at her most human and so dignified. And if you ask me, it's a testament to her resilience that she could be so open, after everything she's endured. I dare say many wouldn't have survived it with half as much grace. Of course, the British press can't stand it. A woman who survives, thrives, and refuses to crumble is their worst nightmare. They don't know what to do with dignity they can't destroy.
Thank you. That was beautifully said. Beautifully said, Emily. Geoffrey, just wonderful. I think that the greatness of Harry and Meghan isn't just that they survived. It's that they built and continue to build something better. A life grounded in love, in service, and in truth. That's the real power they have. And honestly, I know Princess Diana is just cheering for them with every fiber of her spiritual being, every fiber. I mean, everyone here, so proud of them, so proud of them. We can only hope that these disgusting, pathetic headlines and stories that they invent about two human beings that have children that they know very well are working very hard. But I wouldn't hold my breath on it. Anyways, well, Geoffrey, thank you. And Emily, thank you. And to all of you who've been watching this or listening to this, I hope it's brought some fun, some levity to your day, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching or listening to this. And hopefully If we're not canceled, you'll see us back again next week. Bye for now. Take care.